course I'm going to make a few buds, so I'll make one here over the orange so that I can hopefully remember where it is. I think I'll just wipe it away with a paper towel. It's a bit thick. Always have a paper towel handy. That makes a lovely colour there now. And what else? I'll do one over the yellow here. It needs to be a bit more thinned out. This phthalo green has actually turned out to be opaque, not transparent. The cool green, I can't see the label, but I think that's transparent, but I don't really like that colour for this painting. So I'm trying with the phthalo green, and I'm putting the leaves down first before I do the background white, because once I put down the white, then obviously everything's going to have that opaque layer over it. You won't see the colours underneath. So you're not seeing much of the colours. Let's see. Not really. Oh, well, I guess leaves need to be green. Let's just see, maybe if I put some down here hanging over the violet like that, and then I'll add in the cool green. See what that does. So I've laid down a few leaves in the cool green, and I think they're visible, they're nice and clear, and they're prettier than the phthalo green. I've brought the colour down in the stalks into the vase. I probably have to do another layer of those. And I'm going to add a few more leaves and a few more stalks all around, and then when that's all dry, I'll start adding the background white. Painting should be a voyage of discovery. It should never be dull, it should never be boring, and one should not follow the same process ad infinitum, as many artists do, and they swear by it and they have great success with it. Well, good luck to them, but you know, for me, it's all about, well, I do find things that I like, and then I do those often, but like I do like painting on a white background or a very light background, or layers of, you know, multicolored different light colors, ranging from sort of dark on the outside to light on the inside. But again, I won't paint those hundreds and hundreds of times over. I'll keep in between, you know, trying out other things as well. And so that's what I'm doing now. And as you can see, I'm adding the white, and there is too much white on my brush. So I'm just taking the paper towel and rubbing away. And maybe I'll just come back with some oil and thin it out even more, because I want those colours to shine through. Though I waited 4 days since I painted this canvas, it's not dry. I'm picking up so much paint on my hands. Anyway, now I'm doing the diluted white, and I think that'll look better than that side, but we'll see. Maybe a bit more white. And now I have to remember where everything is. So this is the side of the vase. And yes, I found that this colour is certainly prettier than the violet for the vase. So I added a bit around the edges and around the base. And again, sorry I don't have the name, but it's a Van Gogh colour, and it's in the purple plummy range, and the label has gone. I lay down the thinned out white in all over the canvas, and now I've just got oil on my brush, although of course I did brush it off on the side of the jar so as not to bring the oil all over me, as I'm already covered with paint. And now I'm going to just lightly move the paint around, and where I want to, I might make the leaves, some of the leaves smaller than they are, or whatever I want to re-sculpt. That's how I paint, both because of my visual problems and also just because it's, why not? You know? What you put down first doesn't have to stay there. If you don't like it, paint it away. So you can see now the white is on, it's starting to show and to bring forward the other colours of the leaves and the roses. So I'm in a very awkward position because I'm on an awkward chair. My dear cat has decided to occupy my chair, and she's very happy there. She's going to stay there until I get up and go and give her the food that she wants, because the food that's in her bowl is not what she wants. It's just, you know, dry biscuits, dry kibble, and that's really not good enough for her. She only likes the wet food, or real food, like real chicken or real fish. And I can't give her tuna too often, it's not healthy. But both my cats just, they lose their marbles when they smell the tin of tuna being opened. As do the street cats downstairs are. Heaven has descended when they hear the tin opening. So the paint has covered the canvas nicely, and you can see it's really, you know, it's transparent, so it's allowing the, well, it's not a transparent, but it's because it's thinned out, it's allowing the colours underneath to shine through. And here where I put it down thinner, but just in little patches, and then join the patches up with the thinned out with the oil, it gave a better effect than here where I put it down thicker and then try to wipe it away. Because the paint underneath is not 100% dry. So definitely, you know, I can still try this with acrylics in the colours underneath, but I really just don't feel like mixing acrylics. This is my Nothing But Oil series. So where I wanted a bit more definition, I lay down some pure white. And now with a clean brush, I'm going to just use it to fill up the gaps there so that the leaves and the petals can stand out a bit more. And I mean, this is personal taste, but you can do whatever you want. If you're happy for it all to just be blended softly, it can also work. It's, you know. But I just want those leaves to stand out a bit more, and also the outline of the roses. And I did actually just blend the inside of the roses a little bit, which covered over that yellow, which was very bright, very pretty, but I just wanted to see what would happen, and I'm okay with it. I didn't like the sharp angles that the brush had made in the center. I would say this is a pretty unusual vase of quinacridone roses, and I love the vase, the way it's come out in this multicolored hue, and I love the roses, I love the leaves. Even the leaves, you can see the different colors in the leaves and in the buds. So I think it's very pretty. I hope whoever's been watching it has enjoyed it, and I would call it a pretty unusual rose painting. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll give it a try, and I'll definitely try it out again in a different way. There's a little touch of white on there. I don't know how that got in, but that's okay. It's a slight highlight, because I hadn't decided whether to add the white in or not, but I think I got confused between the white of the background and the and the colors of the roses there. So I might leave it or I might remove it. I think I'll just remove it carefully with the back of a brush. It's just a bit too much. But anyway, I'll take a photo once it's dry. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in my next painting. Unless, of course, I do some changes, which I might add another layer of the quinacridone rose to the petals, depending on how it dries in the morning. I noticed a lot of blue in this rose. once I stopped and stared at it for a while. So I then took the brush and added just a few more sort of soft petal outlines all around it and sculpted the center a little bit more. And the same on these other roses. So I think it looks a little bit better now. And now I think I will definitely leave it until the morning. So again, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in my next painting. Bye for now.